Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Thank you for calling the Crown Plaza Chicago O'Hare.
Here we go. Another goofy plan on the phone. You'd think they learned a lesson at this point.
Thank you for calling this room. How may I assist you?
Yes, are you guys really opening up a restaurant in the same kitchen Kanika Jenkins was found murdered in? Bitch.
If you can't tell by that phone call, you already know this episode's about to get crazy. So spark them if you got them. And let's get ready for this episode of Randomvision. Picture a world where common sense doesn't exist, where all logic and reason is thrown out the window, and is replaced with clout chasing, stupidity, conspiracies, and lies. I want you to sit back, kick up your feet, grab your blunts, and welcome to Randomvision. What up, everybody? It's your boy Random News, and I want to welcome you to episode 9 of Randomvision. And boy, do we got a mixed bag of goofies for you today. So you better roll up like 4 blunts, because these goofies are definitely on one. So let's start the show off with another prank caller who wasn't as brave as he thought he was.
Really hopped on here just to let y'all guys know that the manager that works at the Rosemont Hotel, if y'all seen on that video, we believe, I believe, and some of us believe that he had some parts of that, because they just updated a new video about Kanika Jenkins was getting choked out by the manager.
Yeah, fuck the manager. It sounds like somebody being choked out in the background.
Which is the big dude with the all-white t-shirt, if y'all seen him with the policeman. When he first brought the policeman in that kitchen, and we believe a policeman was in that kitchen, kind of like was aware of what was going on too as well. So
yeah, and it was hard to listen to all that nonsense over the person being murdered in the background.
I just did a little research and everything. I went on Google, found the number to Rosemont Hotel, which y'all see the number right at the top at 6:25 a.m. They just left me a missed call. Wonder why? Because I called there.
And I'm sure he was probably like the 100th goofy to call his hotel and annoy the shit out of these people.
I just basically told him like, hey, y'all manager just messed up. And I just hung up, right?
So this goofy's way of finding justice for Kanika is calling a hotel, making ominous threats, and hanging up.
So once I hung up, you know what I mean? He must have called what I just said.
And I'm sure he thought he was the whole goofy as soon as he said it.
Because I'm just tired of the situation, because we need to bring some justice to this, because I'm really tired of it, and I know half of the world is tired of it. So basically, he called me back.
Now, how you going to call somebody to threaten them and you're too dumb to block your number out?
Right after I left and said what I said about, like, their manager just messed up. Now listen to this.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Too scared to answer.
End of message.
Now, how you going to claim you want justice, call and threaten somebody, and then you're too scared to pick the phone up?
He must have caught on. I guess the hotel is catching on.
And by catching on, he means they just used the caller ID.
Because who in the world will call back and leave a message to my, yeah, that's what I thought. Too scared to answer. So that proves my point right there.
The only point he just proves is that he's a clout-chasing goofy with way too much time on his hands. And if you thought he was dumb, then you're going to love this next one. And it comes from the channel Chocolate Bunny TV. And she's going to show you why you shouldn't listen to other YouTubers when it comes to this case, and why you should do your own research.
So I was doing a little bit of research about this Selena Gomez case, where they're saying that she just announced, now from the blogs and everything that I'm reading, September 14th is the day that they announced that she had gotten this kidney transplant, and she had got the kidney from her best friend. Where did she get the kidney transplant? In Chicago. Why is Chicago just a place for the organs, huh?
How you claim to do research, but you're on here making yourself look stupid? You see, these fools just read stuff and just latch on to one thing that they see. Just because they said they rushed her to the hospital for kidney failure doesn't mean that's where they did the surgery. They never announced to anybody where they did the surgery in the first place. But later she announced that she was donating to the place that actually did the surgery, which was Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles.
So they published it on September 14th, but they're trying to say that she had the transplant over the summertime. I don't believe it for a second.
Because these goofies never want to believe shit that can be backed up with actual proof.
I believe that she had got that kidney transplant around September 14th, right when they published the news.
And don't expect her to give you any evidence to back up what she's saying.
And another thing, that case from yesterday I was telling you about, the boy that was found burned alive in another white man's home. A black young man was found burned alive in Maryland. This man also has a degree from the University of Illinois. I'm telling y'all, Illinois, this is not a coincidence.
No, it's not a coincidence. It's a goofy that's trying to make a conspiracy out of nothing. How you going to take a whole nother murder case and try to mix it with Kanika?
There's some organ harvesting ringleaders, mafia, whatever it is, up in Chicago, Illinois, period.
And if the cops ask her who these people are, she's just going to say they and them.
Then I went and watched that Selena Gomez video with her and Gucci Man. I think the video is called Fetish. Shout out to T-Night for telling me to go and watch that video.
So her research consists of listening to other YouTubers who also don't know shit.
Nobody thinks that it's weird that this girl is up in a freezer. The same place where Kanika Jenkins died in her video that just came out. Nobody's thinking that this is weird. Then she's acting all weird in the video, all crazy, and like it's like they show us things like and put everything right in front of our face.
Well, since that video was made way before Kanika died, it's safe to say you're looking at the face of a whole goofy.
And it's like everybody continues to turn a blind eye to all of these things. Everybody, oh, it's just a coincidence. Oh, how do we know? Blah, blah, blah. They're showing us. They're putting it right out to us. Nobody's connecting the dots. Nobody's putting it together. Everything is just a coincidence.
Again, it's no coincidence. It's just a goofy with too much time on her hands.
I believe the mother is not doing her job when it comes to that case with Kanika Jenkins, because Kendrick Johnson's parents had his body exhumed, got their own private autopsy, and it seems like they are not stopping.
That she ain't trying to throw the mother under the bus, even though the mother got her own separate autopsy done. What a goofy.
Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, you can do that if you're into losing brain cells. And speaking of losing brain cells, let's check on the next prank call.
Go over here, the place to meet. It will be our pleasure to assist you in expediting your call. Please listen to the following options.
And at this point, would you blame anybody at this hotel for punching one of these goofies?
How can I help you?
Yes, I'm interested in making reservations, but I just want to make sure that I'll be safe.
And I bet you want the hotel person her to say that dumb shit. She knew she had a goofy on her hands.
Yes, you will be safe. But if you don't want to book here, there's plenty of other hotels in the area.
Well, I want to book there, but I just want to know how are you going to ensure my safety?
And you would think if she was that worried about her safety, she would have did what the lady said and just booked another hotel.
So I do have police on the premises.
Are your cameras working now?
Yes, they are working.
Do you have cameras on the floors where the rooms are?
All questions that this goofy already knows the answer to. She just wants to be annoying.
Look, if you have any questions, you can contact the police department.
Why would I contact the police to ask questions about the hotel? I'm not asking questions about the murder of Kanika. I'm asking about the actual hotel.
And I'm sure that statement's going to get her absolutely nowhere.
I understand that, but we can't answer any of your questions.
So you can't tell me if I'm going to be safe?
And the fact that it took her that long to hang up on that goofy is crazy. And speaking of crazy, this next goofy going to tell you how Donald Trump's responsible for Kanika's death.
I just wanted to make this video because I feel like with this Kanika Jenkins situation,
this goofy can't even get her name right. So you already know she about to be on some bullshit.
There's a lot of false information. There's a lot of paranoia. There's a lot of deception.
And she's about to demonstrate all of that in this one clip.
So, from I've been watching this for a while.
Just not long enough to get Kanika's name right.
And for my take, if you watch that video that they released to us, you know, a lot of people were trying to see, you know, people grabbing at her in the video and all this other stuff. And the fact of the matter is, that's not that young lady in that video.
Now, you could listen to the goofy that can't get Kanika's name right. Or you could listen to Kanika's mom.
Many conspiracy theories. Some people said that's not even her on the video. You do believe it was your daughter on the video? Yes. Okay.
You looking at the face of a whole goofy.
Why, yes, I saw somebody grab the young lady as she went through the kitchen.
Then she must have been snorting pills with C Love if she saw that. Because ain't nobody grabbed Kanika at all. Your girl might want to go get those thick ass glasses checked.
It's an actress. Like, some of the research I found has just, it's like a rabbit hole for real.
Yeah, rabbit hole of stupidity. And as you can see, it's got your girl out here looking like a dumbass.
They hire actress. I mean, gosh, the young lady, Kaneda.
I mean, at this point, this is pathetic. She can't even get her name right, yet she wants you to believe she got some type of insight on this case. Come on, people.
In that video of her in the bathroom, her hair is flat, completely flat, thin, straight, bone straight. In the video, all of a sudden it had raised about a half an inch to an inch. And like, that's a hair hat, that's a wig. That girl is not her.
Says the person that never met Kanika a day in their life.
If you do some research about the hotel and about the owners and the people in charge of it, you will find that some of the head people are connected to the Trump administration.
This chick sounds just as crazy as the goofy that said Kanika was still alive and working for Bin Laden.
The Kanika Jenkins, about my findings, the girl is still alive.
Meanwhile, these goofies are brain dead. But watch how she tells you who's in charge of the secret society that was sent to kill Kanika.
The man who's in charge of the secret society's name is Osama bin Laden.
All these goofies need to be committed.
You know, if you, there's a young lady who had predicted that they would release false videos.
Now she getting her info from YouTube psychics, and I'm sure it was Candace Starr.
Stressing yourself out analyzing that footage. That's not that young lady.
You do believe it was your daughter in the video? Yes. Okay.
But researching the hotel, like, those people are connected in high places. One of them, David M. Friedman, I think is his name. He's the ambassador to Israel, and he's a good friend of Trump.
Yes, David M. Friedman is a friend of Trump's. Too bad he's not in charge of that hotel. That would be this dude, David Friedman, president of F&F Realty. And as you can see, they aren't the same person. So your girl's not doing any research at all.
Those politicians are fucking out of their mind.
Yeah, it's the politicians that are out of their mind. Not the goofy that's telling you they got fake Kanikas running around the hotel, right?
You know, the Crown Plaza needs to be shut down. They're doing some creepy ass shit there.
Just like the rest of the goofies. Don't expect her to show you any solid proof of the creepy shit that they're doing.
The back of the kitchen, the back part of the kitchen. And there's some guy, you can hear his voice pretty clearly telling her to go straight up, so.
And now you're just looking at the face of somebody that must be high as fuck. Cause there's no audio in that surveillance footage. So this bitch was definitely snorting pills with C Love and she heard something. But let's get to the next prank call.
Thank you for calling the Crown Plaza Chicago O'Hare, the place to meet. To repeat this option. Thank you for calling Crown Plaza Chicago O'Hare. This is Ruth. How may I assist you?
She could probably use some assistance with getting a job, since she clearly has too much time on her hands.
I have a question. If I get a room over there, will it end up like how Kanika Jenkins was found in the freezer of Plasma Hotel? Now you guys see that? Did you see that she hung up immediately?
Something the rest of the employees should have did instead of trying to deal with these nutcases. And speaking of nutcases, you're gonna love this dude because he's what I call a shadow chaser. And as you're about to see, your boy must have got high and just started scaring himself.
Check him out. it's gonna look like he hugging Lenora.
And here we go again with the blurry ass footage. All these goofies do this dumb shit just to try to make some type of conspiracy.
Look, watch this. Now look at that whole black mark coming to the front of his chest. Now when she walk in, he turned completely black. Watch this.
Now before we continue, let's take a look at the actual clip that he's showing. And as you can see here on the actual footage, you know, the shit that he didn't doctor, nothing happened. She just walked into a door. But watch what this nutcase turns it into.
Now look how he looks standing there. It looked like him and Lenora hugging.
Maybe to somebody on crack, because as you can see, he ain't hugging nobody.
Look at that. It looked like he holding Lenora.
And once again, the amount of nut jobs this case attracted is fucking insane.
See? Look, and then in a minute it's gonna look like look like him and Lenora hugging. Look like Lenora's feet going that way, his going this way. Now, they edited him too. Look.
Here we go with the mysterious they and them again. These goofies just love that shit, don't they?
Now look how he turned. Now he look like he holding somebody, walking them in by the neck.
Man, the drugs on the block must have been fire that day. Cause they got your boy seeing all types of shit.
He turned into a whole different figure standing there. Look, there's no bullshit.
According to this, everything he's saying is bullshit.
He all in black now. Look at his sneakers. Look how long his sneakers and pants look now. See, he dressed all in black. You only see his head, nothing no more.
Now, I've been covering these goofies for a few years now, and I still get surprised at how stupid most of these people are. But we got another dumbass prank caller to get to, so let's check this one out.
How can I help you today?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm fine, ma'am. I wanted to know how much is it to book a room?
Man, it's like these goofies all got together. They have a meeting so they can follow the same script.
How many adults and children?
1 adult, 1 kid.
Okay. Alright, so we've got a room with 2 queen beds. That would be $159 the night plus tax. If you have a membership with IHG, it saves you $10 to be $49.46 plus tax for this Saturday night.
Okay, but I have one more question.
And I'm sure once the receptionist heard that, she already knew what was up.
Are you guys hotel safe?
Yes, we are. Did you want to speak to someone else regarding that?
No, I was just asking, are you guys hotel safe?
And at this point, she's like the 100th goofy to call and ask the same question.
Do you want to go ahead and make a reservation?
Well, I just had one more question. I just wanted to know, me and my kid, are we going to be safe?
And how many times is this goofy going to ask the woman the same fucking question? These people are annoying as hell.
Yes, you should be safe. Had no problems recently that I can think that you wouldn't be. If you'd like to speak to local police, you want to speak to someone at the hotel, you're welcome to call them as well.
And the fact that the ladies on the phones even entertaining this bullshit is amazing.
Did you want to go ahead and make a reservation?
Yeah, because I just don't want me or my kid to end up in no freezer.
And you know it must give you a headache having to work at that hotel and deal with these goofies every day. But now we get to our last goofy, a tragedy pimp that likes to steal people's content. And she doesn't understand how the YouTube copyright system works. So she likes to build conspiracies whenever she gets struck. Check it out.
Hey y'all, it's JoJo. Yes, back with another video here. Felt like I had to speak out after watching that bunk-ass MTV episode.
And just like Jedediah Brown, your girl wasn't happy at all when MTV came out and debunked all their conspiracies, because it was fucking up their money.
This basically has to do with MTV, and I feel like I had a video that had footage from basically the sneak peek, 10 minutes of MTV, and my video is completely blocked.
Yeah, this goofy took MTV's actual video and just reposted it, and it got blocked, because that's what happens when you fuck with somebody's copyright.
I've also tried to put up footage as well of Kanika Jenkins, like we all have in the past, and it won't let me.
And now she's just making shit up to build a conspiracy. Trey Gain and all the rest of the goofies are still posting all that old footage to this day.
So I know that MTV has bought all the footage from Kanika Jenkins.
Nobody had to buy it. You can get all that footage through a Freedom of Information Act, and they'll just send you a hard drive.
Well, after seeing that show, they ruled it out as an accident. I feel like they didn't even investigate this.
1, they can't solve a closed case. 2, they came to the same conclusion as the cops did.
I just feel like there's a lot of cover-up.
She just doesn't have any proof to back it up.
One of the other YouTubers that I watch, Illuminati Media.
And now she getting her info from a moron. Go check out episode 16 of The Dark Side of J4K. You'll see just how stupid that dumbass is.
Go over and check him out because a lot of his footage has been tampered with.
She'll fall for anything. That goofy tampered with his own videos. Then when he got called out, he deleted his channel.
There's now just like this gray screen that's over it, and if I get his permission, I'll show y'all. But check this stuff out.
Like, share, subscribe, and welcome to Illuminati Media family. I got some footage that I'm putting up. Right here, we know something went wrong. Now, this footage was on my thing, and I have no idea why there's this blur in the middle.
All that Goofy did was use the blur feature in YouTube to try to trick his subscribers into thinking that they were coming for his channel.
I have a bunch of the original footage. I got the one that will not let me put up the one I put up where they pushed her out on the cart, remember? Which we know that there's a bunch of bull crap with that.
And he was the one bringing the bullshit, because there's no video anywhere of Kanika being pushed in a fucking cart. And remember, this is the same Goofy that told you this bullshit.
Anybody you see on TV or entertainment, you better promise you they're a witch. And I know that that's a weird word to say, but how do I know? My whole family's full of it.
More like this clout chaser and this whole family are full of it.
Instead of investigating her murder or accident, I feel like there was more of a motive to shut us YouTubers up.
And if only these goofies would have shut up, the case wouldn't have become a laughingstock.
I don't think that this ex-rapper who investigated took the time to really hear all of our stories. You know what I mean?
And no one wanted to listen to their stories because they all sound like nutcases.
Around her case in particular, I just feel like with MTV, their motive, it was not to solve.
Well, since they're not cops and they're a corporation, like all corporations, their motivation was to make money.
I truly believe that the motive for MTV was to they bought all of the footage from the hotel. They bought it outright.
And now she's just making shit up. She got no evidence to back that up at all.
They have rights to it now.
Nobody owns rights to that Kanika footage. What they own the rights to is the content they created with the footage.
And I could not believe that my video, sneak peek of the show, of Kanika Jenkins, just showing that off right there, that it was going to be aired, completely got blocked.
Because this goofy clearly doesn't understand how the YouTube copyright system works.
Why is it that none of those questions were answered from YouTubers that were online? People that had made this case.
More like made this case into a joke.
But regardless, I get it. If you own the right, if you own now the rights to certain footage, fine. But this footage has been for years all over YouTube. And I feel like it's a way to shut us YouTubers up, or the YouTubers that have been doing this for years since Kanika's passing. And I don't think that's right.
And nobody else on here thinks it's right that these goofies go out of their way to use Kanika's name to try to make $1. But that don't stop these goofies from doing the shit. And with that, that's where we're going to have to end this episode. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. If you want to help the channel out, hit the Cash App for your boy, because it helps us make better content. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I am Kanika Jenkins.
Yeah, definitely off her meds.
My own family and people have set me up for pounds of weed.
Can you imagine how that meeting went? Thanks for the weed, gentlemen. She's in the other room. But be careful, she's off her meds.
Percocets. This is a bag full of Percocets, bitch.